Scott with 36 Bricks here, and this is my city. Let's check it out. Hello, 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 everybody. Hope everybody is doing awesome. I am doing good. A little bit tired. We've been rocking and rolling on the what's it called? The garden. Trying to just close everything up. We've got most of the posts done. We should have all of the posts done today. And then we will be ready to pour the cement footers and really get it going. So, knock on wood that everything goes well with that. So, been working on this essentially project. I need to do that I'm excited about, which is the family reunion celebration set. What is it? 80113. Trying to get that going, and basically we're turning it into a Chinatown. So that's kind of what the process is right now, and what we're up to. We've pretty much got. Let me switch views here. So this is basically what we have so far. Now this is going to be a little shop. Not exactly sure what kind of shop, but we'll work it out. Actually, it looks like I need to move that and then just put a corner piece there. I'll find a corner piece. Do I have one in here? That'd be very convenient. Unfortunately, I don't. All right. But I do have one in here. Gotta go. Okay. So definitely working on this. Really loving the look of it so far. And basically just trying to figure out what I can do to improve and expand on this right here. So what I just did was I just put that piece in right there. Nothing crazy, just a corner. So essentially that's kind of what we're going to be working on. So I need to extend this a little bit and put something in that will I will need battery is low. Gotta go. Gonna be a place nearby. Okay, so that is kind of we need to work on this a little bit. So I'm gonna transition to 3, and then we're gonna get to work because we gotta work. Um, okay. So basically, I need this, right? Yeah. A. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Alright. I'm doing this tonight. You're probably gonna start a fight. This can't be right. Alright, so that'll go there. Doing Leslie in there for me. So leave. Hey, make it alone. That I can take no more. Really no lie. I'll see you out that door, baby. Bye, 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 bye. Fool for you. Leave this game for 2. Me hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, 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 bye. Make it tough. Well, you rather had enough. Okay. No lie. Bye, bye, bye. Just hit me with the truth. No. Welcome to So. Come on. I can't take no more. So, hope everybody is doing great. Like I said, I am doing pretty good. Just kind of rocking and rolling on this mock. If at any point there is something that you want to talk about, if you're not sure what to talk about, there are examples of topics down at the bottom. You can go with those or with any that you'd like. However, I do ask that you keep it non-religious, non-political, and non-sports related. Bye-bye. Okay. I don't wanna be a fool for 2 and you behind. Make it tough. Okay. All right. So we were working on um, this section down here. And I might just throw a chef in there because I'm probably not going to be able to get them out. Since I have these, ah, all right. So we're just kind of filling in the details here. I'm going to add, where'd that minifigure go? Oh, I'm going to add basically a chef. Well, I don't need a chef. The chef can go there. I need a waitress or waiter. That'll work. Okay, so here's a waiter, and I'm going to add essentially a waiter here so that they can place an order through the takeout window. um, and then I'm basically going to be continuing to fill in this area. All right. And then I don't. Okay. All right. So that's going to, well, that was in bag 1. Which I already pulled out. Not trying to dip into my pieces, but I might have to. Okay, so this is going to go here. All right. Let's see what I have as far as nougat. That's the concern, is not having a whole lot in nougat. Oh, I have more than I thought. Um, but do I have the pieces that I want or need? As at night I realize that no one else. Okay, cool. So I do have a bunch there. So I will pull those out. Hey, Kenneth! Hello, hello. How's it going? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. So I apologize. There is a little bit of a delay on the stream, so if I don't respond to your comment right away, it's because I haven't seen it yet. But how's life, love, and everything in between, man? Losing my mind. You're not around. It's all because of you. I knew how to tell you what's on my mind. Make you wonder. There, I'm by your side. It's all because of you. Red. And around. It's all sunshine after the rain. From my pain. Oh yeah. Alright, looks like we lost him. A drive-by chatting. Alright. Okay, so that's gonna free up quite a few brick, which is gonna be nice. And I'll do that right there. Okay. I might do, hold on. Save some pieces here. Okay, so that doesn't work because dude is got a big old head. So, oh, so see that actually works. as long as I did it on the inside. So I can put this right there as long as I have him up against the window. Yep. Yep, there we go. It's kind of a little wonky. I mean, logistically, he can't get in and out, but that's okay. He can. We can imagine that he's gonna duck. And I'm not talking about peeking. Okay. Heart and soul, report, I feel it too. Okay, so that's gonna go there, and then heart and soul, part I feel it too. You're a part I feel it too. Okay, so we'll have that there, and then we may figure out. Alright, we will figure that out later. Okay. Okay. So, I'm closing up this wall. Not like crazy like, but Okay. Looks like I'm going to need the 1x1s. Thought I had 1x1s. No. I didn't. Did I pull them out? No. Hey, hello, hello. Rigoror, Rigoror, yeah, Rig-E-Roar. Am I pronouncing that right? Rigoror. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I'll just call you Rig. Nope. How do you pronounce it? Hook me up phonetically. I'll probably call you Rig. The Rigster. Um, I apologize for that. I'm not good with pronouncing names. Um, Maiku-san can vouch for that. I've been saying his name wrong for 3 years now. Sadly. Oh, the chef needs to go there. Hold on. You can call me Reggie. Okay. It's not my real name. I know it's hard to say. No worries. I appreciate the patience with me. How's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. First time chatter. Since you're a first time chatter, I like to welcome you to my humble abode. So, my name is Scott from 36 Bricks, and this um, is my city. So these are all live cameras. You can see my hands waving in the far back. As you can see, my city is currently a mess. You can see the boards up against the side right here. That I'm going to be expanding my tables to increase my city. Um, so that is my city. This is my part wall, which I am currently reorganizing. I have some organizers to organize everything by part and by color, so I will be working on that. Um, then my backlog wall is again right here. It is currently a jumbled mess. As you can see, I have the organizer containers here and all this stuff over here. But slowly but surely, I'm working on it. Um, Keyword is slowly, very slowly. Um, oh, messy, huh? Wow, that's really cool and huge. Thank you. That's what she said. Anyway, so that is what that is basically what's going on here. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It really does mean a lot. Um, let's see. So, what do you like to build? Do you like to build Lego? Um, Anything in particular that you're working on? Grum, is that a mad Grum? Sorry if I upset you with the he. Oh, that's what she said joke. It's okay. Well, good. Thank you. so this goes here. So I need dude to be right here. But wait a sec, I need to use Google Translator. Okay. Wait. I wanna go. Alright. Come on, fingers. Help me out here. There we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Alright, so now we've got a chef here that's going to be cooking up a storm, hopefully. I'm not building anything bigger at the moment, but I have a 4 to 5 kilo jar of Lego, and I've built a little bit of everything from it. Nice, 11 pounds. Wow, that's cool. That is awesome. I don't know that I like this. What do you like to build the most? Like, do you like to build cars or buildings or, you know, what they call GBC, which is movement, like moving things? And if you don't mind me asking, so what are your current project? If you don't mind me asking, where are you from? Obviously, I don't want your address, but like, unless I'm giving away a prize. But like, what country are you from? Whereabouts on the planet are you from? I build a little bit of everything myself. Nice. Okay. So what I'm working on right now, my current project, is this right here. So I'm going to change my screen so that you can see it better. But it's this set right here, set number 80113, and it's the Chinese Lunar New Year. They call it the Spring Festival series, and it's the family reunion celebration. It's an 8 1 plus set. Finland. Oh, awesome. So it's an 8+1 set. Every year, um, they come out with a Lego comes out with some Lunar New Year sets, and essentially what I'm working on right now is transforming that set, okay, which I've already built. And if you don't know, I do have a YouTube channel. It used to be !YT, but if you want to check out my YouTube channel, I post videos on there essentially once a week. If you want to count the YouTube shorts, it's twice a week. But essentially, that is where I post all my videos on reviews and stuff like that. So I will post that for you if you want to go check that out. Give me a sub. That would be fantastic. There's the link for you. But essentially, I'm transforming this into a Chinatown. Um, so I'm pretty excited about it, to say the least. Um, um, oh, wrong bag. Well, no, I'm gonna keep that. Now that I think about it. Tears I cry. And you know what? I think I'm gonna do that to this section as well. Things. Yes, I have to subscribe to your channel. Sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. So if I do that, um, that is much appreciated. Else will do. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm working on. Is I am essentially transforming. No, see, it would be bag 1 again. So the question is, where are those pieces? I think. You'll always know. Because I'm so confused. Yeah, that's gonna be bag 1. So if that's bag 1, then where are those pieces? Oh, right in front of my face. Jeez. Um, oh yes. Can I change? Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Sometimes I get lost in the sauce, and I really do appreciate the fact that you've one taken the time, energy, effort to be here, but also are willing to kind of help me, with certain things, because like I said, sometimes I forget. And I forget to change views and stuff like that, so I appreciate it. So this is basically what I'm working on. I'm going to be doing, essentially, I've decided that I'm going to be doing some cutouts. Will always be. You are my everything. If I can find the parts. So I found 3 of them, which is fine. Great. Woohoo! But now I have to find the rest. Of course, and by the way, just a stupid question to guess what time it is in my country. So if you're in Finland, um, you're asking me to guess what time it is there? So if you're in Finland, I'm going to say it's roughly um, 10 o'clock at night. Am I close? 1946. So 20 would be 10 o'clock. So I was, yeah, so you're 12 hours ahead of me. I was pretty spot on. I was pretty much spot on. I've got some friends. I play this game called Rush Royale. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. And I am the leader of a clan. Um, I mean, in my eyes, a fairly successful one. Um, and uh, and some of our members are from Europe and all of that. They're over in your neck of the woods. I'm not a geography major, so I apologize if I'm screwing up locations, but um, I don't know exactly where Finland is, but I do know that it's over near Europe. Um, but yeah, um, peaceful and deep. Soul is like a secret that I never could keep. When I look into your eyes, I know that it's true. I must have spent a little more time on you. So, what do you like to do for fun other than build Lego? Like, do you like any? Is there any kind of music? I mean, I don't know if there's any Finnish music um, that you could recommend that I would understand. Northern Europe, okay. In the Baltic Sea, Finland's neighboring countries are Russia. I'm sorry. To the east, Norway. Norway is awesome. Sweden is awesome. Estonia. Ooh, yeah, you're right on the border, man. That's Finland's surface area is wow, which includes Finland's land and inland water areas. That's awesome. I don't, you know, um, I know a little bit about Finland, but I don't know much, but I know it's Finland. And I can't sing worth a shit, but I enjoy it anyway. Um, so I apologize for that, because I know I am not the best singer. True. Hey, Mike. See, Mike can vouch for me. I have been screwing up his name for 3 years now. Um, Maiku-san. Maiku-san. I'm probably screwing it up still. How's it going, Mike? Good to see you. Thanks um, for popping in. We have a new friend here. I have a computer and I also have VR glasses. I play with them and I um, play the guitar and I like photography. Well, I am a photographer. I am a professional photographer. So we definitely have that in common. I need a 6, huh? Well, I can use this. Um, I am a professional photographer by trade. I have my own business. It's going okay here. Things are good. I've been working on the garden. We had about 18 um, artichokes, and now we're down to about 12 or 13. But we're in the process of closing it all up. So um, we got in. We got 2 hours in this morning an hour and a half from about 7 to 8:30, and then later this afternoon we're gonna put up the remaining posts. Hopefully it stays cool. It's 67 right now, so hopefully it stays cool. I had thought about not streaming, but to be honest, like I've done that so much that I'm like I don't want to miss streaming anymore. So took a break. The girls are in there doing chores, and I'm out here building Lego. and then we're going to eat lunch, and then we're going to get back to it. I'm thinking that we're going to be able to pour. We might be able to pour this afternoon. We might be able to pour the footers. So that is rather exciting. Let me. One second while I grab. Uno momento, por favor. And I know that's not Finnish, but. But yeah, so we're working on that. And then I'll just use those for now. And then we gotta do a dump run. I mean, there's a lot that we can do today. Oh, I need to go. Bye. See you later. Thanks for hanging out and appreciate it. Appreciate the fact that you stopped by. Means a lot. So, so yeah, I mean, we're getting it done. The girls have Friday today off because of inclement weather makeup day. And then so that's kind of good. Girls can help me get things done. And then oh, maybe there's some in here. Probably not. So yeah, the girls have, what is it? They have today off for inclement weather makeup day. Because essentially what, and I think I mentioned this before, they incorporate inclement weather days in the year, like, but if they don't use them, then they essentially they cut the last Friday off of every week, and they include 3 in there. So like it ends up being, if we don't use inclement weather days, then the last 3 Fridays are off. But then Monday is a holiday, so technically like they have a 4-day weekend. So they have today off, and then they have Monday off for the holiday. And then next week they have Friday off again. So it's like they're only in school 3 days next week. So, and most of like they only have like 3 weeks left of school. So, like, I mean, they get out the first week of October, or October, shit. They get out the first week of, what is it? Or no, the second week of June. So they have all next week, and then essentially a half week next week, and then a full week after that, and then they're out of school. My wife's last week is next week, but then she, we've come together as a family, and she's decided that she's going to be teaching um, summer school just to bring in some extra funds, um, and which is going to be great because, I mean, it's only 2 weeks, and that'll give us the ability to afford a little bit extra. So, yeah, is it too much to ask every Sunday? Earlier to go well the other day to start. People make promises all the time, around and break them. Open with a knife. Oh, you know what? I need to do one over, huh? Moving all the time. Will you stop until you see there worth it? So like it's a bad thing to fall in love with me. And we'll go round and find that dreams come true with me. Spend all your time and your money just to find out that my love was free. Bad thing to fall in love. Oh, well, I can do this. Oh, I need a 1x8. Alright, I'll need to find that. Okay, that. So yeah, what about you? What about you? Anything going on? Anything exciting? Oh, I could have used that. Houses all the time. Let them break them. With a knife and you be there. So time top until you be there. Be all worth it. So it's a bad thing to fall in love with me. Let's went around and find that dreams come true with me. And all your time and your money just to find out I was free. Okay. Getting ready. Oh, Vlad. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. How are you today? I hope I pronounced that name wrong or right. Vlad. Vlad. Maybe it's Vlad instead of Vlad. My apologies if I mess it up. How's life, love, and everything in between for you? Was free. Getting ready for work myself. Oh, hold on. It's definitely a tight fit. Hopefully an easy day, but we will see. Yeah, I mean, um, Mike, you're here in the U.S., right? So like you've got Monday off, right? So I mean, hopefully they just kind of hook it up and say, "Hey, take a half day," or yeah. Um, hopefully like they don't they don't like you have to be here, you know, this is going to be a long day for you. we're we're going to screw you over. Hopefully that's not the situation, my friend. Your boss at work is like, we're going to be a dick. I'm going to be a dick. Unless he already is. I mean, I don't know. Or she, for that matter. Alright, so I don't like how this looks. My fire, the one. Well, Monday is my normal day off, but if I worked, I have had to work on Mondays since I am in tech support. We are 24/7, so we'll have to have someone working. Ah, gotcha. Put it to your heart. See that those jobs are like it royally sucks. Um, but it and is very underappreciated. That's kind of the sucky part. Is they're very underappreciated tech support. All major holidays we will get paid holiday pay for those, but for minor ones, like this is a normal day if you are scheduled. That sucks. Desire solo. It's too late. I want it that way. Tell me why. See, like, why? Where did companies start like just going out of their way to screw people over? Like, I don't understand. I mean, it's a holiday. If the government, I mean, the government is off, it should be paid. I'm just saying, like, matter the distance, want you to know, deep down inside of me, my fire, the one desire. You are. Don't wanna hear you, nothing but a heart. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, if the government is off, it should be covered under a federal. I mean, that means it's a federal holiday, right? If it's a federal holiday, you should get a little chickadee cheddar on top of stuff. I mean, tell me why. Or at least have it a situation where like if you are a veteran, then well, what is it? Memorial or this Monday is Veterans Day or Memorial Day? One would think, but this is corporate America, and talking about, and it is all about profits and shareholders and such. And for the most part, you as an employee can be replaced. So that is how they can get away with it. Yeah, my boss told me that one time. My boss, so I was working. I'm trying to look to see if there's more. Two by bricks. Yeah, my boss told me that one time, and she regretted it. Um, because I'm not the type of guy that like if something bothers me, I say something. Like I don't just sit there and take it. I mean, sometimes I do, but for the most part, it is sad, but that is the way they think. Um, so I had a manager. Her name was Karen, believe it or not. And um, I worked for a company called LifeTouch, and she called us called all the supervisors in, or all the leads in, and said, so we've just had a hiring. We've hired a bunch of people, and um, like it's your job to let us know if they're working out, because if they're not, then we're gonna get rid of them. And people were like, well, like if you didn't if you why did you hire all these people if your intention was to get rid of them, or have us evaluate them and get rid of them? And she goes, well, that's just kind of how it works. And she said she made the mistake of saying everybody is replaceable. And I popped up and I said, um, I go, does that include us? Like, and she said, well, to be frank, yes, that does include you. I mean, if you guys aren't working out as leads, then we're going to replace you with somebody who will do the job properly. And that was a mistake that she made, because my response was, well, since this is an employee-owned company, does that mean that if we don't like what you're doing, we can all band together and petition to have you removed and get rid of you? And she just looked at me and she goes, excuse me? And I said, you're excused if you want to leave. I said, but listen, I'm not trying to be difficult, but if you're not willing to put the time, energy, effort into building good employees, then us good employees shouldn't have to take the time, energy, and effort to put up with a bad manager. And everybody's just going, and she goes, you're out of line. And I said, well, if I'm out of line for saying this, then aren't you out of line for saying it as well? I said, I'm trying to prove a point that you're telling everybody that they're dispensable. But if that's truly the case, then so are you. And if you don't appreciate that, then how are they going to they're of course not going to appreciate it. So and everybody basically had my back. They were just like, he's not wrong. And I told him, I said, listen, we understand that people don't work out, but we need to give them the opportunity to change. We need to, teach them and, and do our job as managers, as a support team to them, because if they don't do their job right, then we're going to struggle to do our job. And the hilarious part was I got a raise. That was the funny part. I mean, I don't understand the process or the point of just dismissing people. Like, that's just not how I was raised. It's not how I work. I unless it's an extreme situation in the workplace, like, you have to be willing to train. I mean, you have to be able to sit there and say, listen, things aren't working out. Let's work to make them better, instead of just saying, you're out of here. That's never made sense. But as you've kind of said, unfortunately, the corporate philosophy is always everybody is expendable. And if you don't like it, you don't have to work here. yeah, the Karen called me into the office and was like, I as much as I didn't like what you did, I loved what you did. Um, and it was technically a promotion, which gave me a raise, but it wasn't, because how their structure is they basically said, okay, well now you're going to be a senior lead, but I was already like, it was just kind of like a higher ranked senior lead, because I was already a senior lead. Um, I really liked that job. There was a lot of shit that I didn't like. I didn't like the bullshit. Oh, I guess. Yeah, at that job, like it was kind of a weird situation because there was no established um like organizational chart. It was like the organizational chart was just all over the place, and excuse me. Um, so it was kind of difficult to figure out who were managers, who weren't managers. You basically like, because there were like underclass photographers and then senior photographers, and then there were GAPS photographers. GAPS stood for Groups, Actions, Pans, and Sports. But it was basically like the underclass photographer was the bottom rung photographer. The senior photographer was kind of a step up, and then GAPS was kind of in between. Boo, I'm back. Why boo? Good to have you back. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. We're just talking about uh, a photography company that I used to work for. So it was kind of that weird situation. So it was always kind of, we know the organizational chart, but there was never one officially established. So you had basically a photographer and then a lead, okay, who was the supervisor at each site, okay, for underclass. I tried to scare you. Okay. The scaring would be if I had my sound emotes or my sound effects going. That would have probably scared me. So you had a photographer, you had a lead photographer. For GAPS, you had basically an assistant slash photographer, and then you had the lead. But it was typically only a two-man team, or two-person team. And then that was for GAPS. Sometimes you had more depending on what you were, because it was groups, action, pans, and sports. So it just kind of depended on it. But there was rarely a case where it was more than two people. Then you had seniors, and you had a senior photographer, and then you had a lead photographer. You had a senior lead that basically, like, they were in charge of roads, or you had two of them. You had a studio supervisor, studio lead, and then you had a roads lead. So it kind of went photographer, lead, and then there was kind of a lead above them, and they were all under the umbrella of the photo manager. And so but they were kind of stacked so like the organizational chart would be underclass seniors, or sorry, underclass gaps seniors, but most of the senior photographers were leads for underclass, and most of those there were only a handful of senior photographers that were in gaps, so it was kind of weird. Pray you're falling to, yeah. And then the senior or and then you also had your sales reps, um, which were kind of also in charge. So it was kind of, they were in charge at the school sites if they even showed up, and most of the time they didn't show up. So there you go. They would just sit back, ask the school later, "Hey, everything go okay?" and then collect their commission checks. Okay, so popping out these walls. Got this from the Channel Point surprise emoji pack. Nice. Yeah, all my emojis. So it's a little hard, but the picture is of a minifigure head, but the eyes are, one is a 3 and the other is a 6, and then the mouth is bricks. It's hard to see because they're so small, but that's what that is. Swim from the heart. No, if you were my girl, we'll ever be apart. My love is all I have to give. Cool. Yeah. I can live. Let me see if I can find a 2x3 black plate. Sorry again. I apologize for being off camera. All right. So it looks like kiss him all away. Does he leave? So that's kind of how that went. But fun stuff. Like I said, I loved working there. I just didn't like all of the political crap. Was never a fan of that shit. All of the backstabbing and other crap that people do. Oh, to you. Hey, girl. Don't want you to hide no more. That was weird. How long have you been streaming, making videos on YouTube? Making videos on YouTube, 4 years. This or going on my 4th year. My 4-year celebration will be in probably November or December. Everything I did for you. And I started streaming the same year I was posting videos. So I started posting a couple videos, and then like a month later, 2 months later, something like that, is when I started posting or actually live streaming. On Twitch, I am going on 3 years. However, I would say over the course of 3 years, it's really only been like 2, because I had a lot of personal stuff go on this last year. I ended up having to put down my cat, which was like my love. He was my boy, and we unfortunately it took a big toll on me because I had to make the choice to put him down because he had lived a long life, 17 years we had him. So he was about 18 years old or 17. No, yeah, we had him 17 years. Um, and he was about a year old when we got him. So like that like you'll never I deleted the live stream, but I tried to live stream just after we had to put him down, and I broke down. I couldn't do it. It hurt too much. There's a little bit of a distance now, um, and he's always with us. He's in our front yard. Um, so or the front part of our property. It's not really our yard. That sounds weird. But we buried him and we put a nice little thing for him. And and thank you for the condolences. So then like that happened in September of last year, and then like there was holidays and birthday parties and stuff like that. Couldn't really find the time to stream. My daughters are both in junior high, so we were working on stuff with them. And then what's it called? Again, holidays, all of that, and then sorry, my nose is itchy. My late January, my dad passed away, and I was not close with my dad. Don't get it twisted. Um, but it was like my dad passed away, so I was kind of dealing with family and all that drama and stuff. And then literally a week later, my wife's uncle, great uncle, passed away, which we were close with. And then literally a week after that, we found out my wife's cousin's dad passed away. So it was like literally three deaths within a month. And just dealing with that, dealing with school stuff for my daughters, all that. So I ended up not streaming for that whole time. And then there was a period a couple years back. It was like in the middle, like starting my second year of streaming, um, or my second year of social media, I guess, um, where I didn't stream for a good 3 months. So there has been gaps. Um, so it's hard. My biggest involvements. Thank you. I think I get what you're saying. Um, but I mean it's just hard. You're so yeah. Thank you again. I appreciate that. It's one of those things where just when it rains it pours, and just dealing with it all, and you know figuring out moving forward and all that. So and then like as I mentioned, I'm a photographer. I'm a professional photographer. Um, my business has suffered greatly because of COVID. I mean, my biggest business was events and all of that, and to at that point not be allowed to do that stuff, that took a toll. Um, Trying to get work and have an income at all. And this, I do this for fun. I mean, my channels are monetized because every little bit helps, but I don't really make money on here. I don't have as big of a following as a lot of other people that are just, you know, getting crazy amounts of money. I wish I was at that level, and I might someday. And if I don't, that's okay. If I do, awesome. But nevertheless, um, you just gotta. So I've been pretty much looking for a full-time job, but it's difficult because I don't necessarily have a degree. Um, I don't have the education and everything that they want, but I have the experience, and that's the difficult part because it's like I have what y'all need. Y'all need me, but yeah. So, all right. So, I need to tile that down. Grab my tiles. And then since I got that situated, I will pop that up and move that so I can get in there easily because I have fat fingers. Um, but yeah, I mean, it kind of is what it is, honestly. I mean, there's not much you can do other than keep moving forward and try your best to continue. And as they say, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I think I'm going to put something there, just like maybe a potted plant or something. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. All right, and then by the way, how much does the set cost? Well, the set itself, I don't want to quote the wrong price, so we're gonna look it up. Um, what is it? Um, 80113. So I don't know what it costs in Finland. I don't know what the exchange rate is. So please keep that in mind. But if you go to lego.com, this is this is the set. Okay, so for the US it's 130. So I'll give you the link. There's the link there if you can see it. I'm not sure, it might not go through. But if I did, what is it? Um USD to Finland currency. Okay, it's not far off. Yours is a little you have the euro. Oh. So it's 129 oh, 120 129.99. So that would be 119. So it's $120 Finland or 120 euros. So that's kind of so it's not far off. So this is basically the price of it. Um it's interesting that it's flipped. Is it flipped on your end? It is. Why is it? Oh, pretty expensive. Yeah. But why is it backwards? That's weird. Okay, hold on. I need to fix this. It won't let me. Oh, hold on. Window capture, I have to unlock it. That's so weird. Transform, flip, rotate 180 degree. No. Transform. Hold on, I need to readjust this real quick. Meets 9. Legs. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Well, I reset transformation, which kind of messed everything up. Dun, 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 Just in case you're interested, you're the first streamer I've watched on Twitch, and I logged into Twitch today, and you're the first channel I subscribed to. Well, thank you very much. That you followed. The reason I say that is because wording is different here on Twitch um, than it is on YouTube, because subscribing on Twitch means you're paying a subscription fee. And since you're new to Twitch, um, as an FYI, if you are a Amazon Prime member, if you link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime, you actually get one free subscription, a paid subscription per month. Ah, really? Okay, that's fine. Sorry. So, like I said, if you're a Prime member, every month, yeah, every month. Now you have to go in and um, manually subscribe, but it's basically you're giving somebody free money. You automatically get it with a um, if you are a Prime member. She knows. She knows. Okay. Now I think we got it. Lock that shit. So are you seeing it proper now? Sweet. Okay, so this is the set. This is what it looks like. So when I show you this, so right now I'm modifying the front of the building. Oh. Or I'm changing up. So I widened the front of the building. What I did so far is I put in a takeout order window here, and then I just basically made it. I've just slightly adjusted things so that I can expand it. So it doesn't seem like I've done much, but I kind of have, if that makes sense. She knows. Oh. Most of what is noticeable is on the interior. Can you show? Yes. So essentially, this is what I'll pop this off too. But so far, this is what I've done interior wise. Okay. This is kind of what I've done interior wise. Versus if I show you, let's see if they have a picture of the first floor interior. It's not much of a difference, but it is still a difference. So here, okay. So here they have a kitchen on this side, which there's no longer the kitchen. It's a smaller kitchen. Okay. And then it's just a walkway with some flowers, which I've changed up. So I am going to put the flowers back and just modify things slightly to make it, I don't know, in my eyes a little bit better. And it's just expanding on what. So if I bring this back, the back of it is like that. So the difference is now I'm closing it up. So now I have this closed. I close this up because this side is essentially on my city block. There's going to be another building here, so there's no reason to keep it open. So now, oh. So that's kind of what I've done so far. It doesn't, like I said, when you're so this is what's called a mock or a modification, right? A mock or a mod. Well, the issue is um, they take exceptionally longer to do because you have to find parts. You're designing on the fly. So there's a lot more time, energy, effort that goes in to doing mocks and mods because you're having to figure out what goes where. So for the most part, other than I might add some details on the interior. So I want to add that the kitchen element back. Because that to me is very boring. So I'm going to actually take these off. Okay, and then add those kitchen elements that were incorporated into the original build. Because I want to keep the essence of the build. I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to expand on what they did. I'm not trying, I mean, on this one, stay hydrated and take a sip of water with me at 3. So I don't drink a whole lot of water. I'm a soda guy, a diet soda. So cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to everybody chilling and hanging out. I kind of went early. Like, sometimes there's a delay. But cheers to you, my friend. Okay, so what I want to do now is build this up. Cheers is translated into Finnish as kippis. I am not even gonna try Hulkin. Is it Hulkin Culkin? Is that how you pronounce it? Hulkin Culkin? Hulkin Culkin. I don't know. Close. What's the O sound? Hoikin. Hoikin Koikin. Is that? Hoitkin. Hoitkin Koitkin. Oi. Okay. O is like oi. So, Hoitkin Koitkin. Like that. Hoitkin Koitkin. Yeah, good. Woo! I'm not going to remember that. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm not going to remember it. Hoitkin Koitkin. More than a little crazy, but I believe to before Hoitkin Koitkin. Are you pronouncing the L? Or is it Hoikin Koikin? Is the L pronounced? Like Hoit? Hoil? Hoilin? Hoilkin? Hoilkin Koitkin. So is the L pronounced or is it not? Oh, just around you. Yeah, the L is pronounced. So it's Hoil, Hoilkin, Koitkin. Hoilkin, Koitkin. Man. You learn something new every day. Or what was the other one? Hoilkin, Koilkin. Hoilkin, Koilkin. Or is it Kippis? 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 Kippis, yeah. Kippis. Like I said, you learn something new every day. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yo, expanding my horizons. met you. Oh, there needs to be a 6 on top. Okay, so we're going to see how this works. In the dark, broke the room, simply hard. What's up with its die? Way, ABI. It's just broken me blind. Tonight, it's on the door, open the key. I'll be. I couldn't be, 'cause these are the days. Alright, cool. So that worked out. So, in between, just given place without us. This would be to stay this way. Now we'll live to face it. These are the days. Okay, so cool. I think I'm pretty much. Why is this not popping out? There we go. So if I pop these out. Okay. You'll know face and die. Alright, so there's the interior right there. So you can see I added some stuff on this side. It's a little hard to see. These are the days. In 1 second. Nice. I like the little welcome rug at the door. That is actually a part of the set. It's unfortunately a sticker, but it is part of the set. I would love to get one more of these stickers just to kind of match. We'll see. Uh, we'll see what I can come up with, though. All right, so I think this would be better if me turn this way. Yeah. Cool. And I might add in one more detail. But yeah, kippus is said when you're at a smaller children's party but when you're watching football with the guys, you say Hoidken Koidken. Hoidken Koidken. Hoidken Koidken. Hoidken Koidken. That's cool. Come on, get out of there. Try with love, never knew you. And that's the thing about Mocs too, is it is very time consuming because you'll sit there and start doing something and then you're like, "Oh, I think it would be better if I added this or you add this or you add that." And that's where it becomes difficult because you're like, "Oh, now I have to go back in and add those items." I'm just asking. Oh, I'm just asking because I'm bored. Do you want to hear the longest single word in Finnish language? Um, sure. I hope I'm not boring you. But yes, absolutely. Um, and I'm all for keeping the conversation going. I know because sometimes it's, watching isn't exactly, the funnest because sometimes, like right now, you can't really see what I'm doing. Oh, well, you can't really see what I'm doing because I have the. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I am going to be so, like, I don't want to be disrespectful in the pronunciation. I'm happy with Hoilken Koilken. Hoilken Koilken. I got that right. And I don't want to mess up cuz I know I will. The translation of the word is aircraft, jet, turbine, assistant, mechanical, non-commissioned officer, student. Wow. I mean, just all of those words in a sentence. So it's interesting because so that's a single word, but that represents a that's a single word that represents a um what was I going to say? It's a single word that essentially represents a title and a what would be classified as a sentence. And so it's one word. It's not even a sentence. Well, yeah, like I mean, that's cool. That's awesome, though. I mean, and then oh, no. Oh, I have a minifigure here that I need to put together. It's possible. You could you show me the biggest single building you have built? Um, if you want to check it out on my YouTube channel, I recommend that. But I don't know that I have it listed as the single biggest biggest single building. Um, I guess the question to that would be, how are you defining that? Um, that's where it becomes difficult because so here's the dilemma with that question. Are you talking about tallest? Are you talking about widest? Are you talking about longest? Are you talking about heaviest? Because those could all be different buildings. And then in addition to that, one of the buildings that I would classify that as would be my Grand Boutique Hotel, which is blocked by the boards. Like the single biggest or most expensive Lego set. Lego set? The because again, there I'm focusing on the words. Okay, so the single most expensive set that I've ever built would be set, mind you, set would be the Avengers Tower, which I just completed because that's a set. Because it's all, I apologize, because it's all in the wording. Because basically a set is or a kit is what you would go to the Lego store and buy. The single largest that I've ever purchased was the Avengers Tower, which was at $4.99, I think. Hold on. Let me. So. Okay, do you have a video on that in your channel? Yes, but I don't think it's aired yet because I just finished that building. Let me see. No, actually I did. I posted it 9 days ago. Is the Avengers Tower. Um yeah, so Avengers Tower is 4.99. Um most Yes. Mos Eisley's Cantina was $3.99. The Avengers Tower was $4.99. It would tie with the other set that would tie with would be um, Diagon Alley, the Diagon Alley set from like 3 years ago. That was $4.99 as well. So that would be the tie. So Mos Eisley's Cantina / Avengers Tower, both I did reviews on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube channel and check that out, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I think you've done, and you should be able to look up Mos Eisley's Cantina. Um, you would be able to see Mos Eisley's Cantina and Avengers Tower. Those would be the tied. Those would be what would be tied for um, the most expensive. Okay, so oddly enough, that took like 3 hours to, or 2 hours. Wow, the Avengers Tower is huge. I looked it up from Google. Yes, it is. It is ginormous, and it's an amazing set. I will be doing a. I need to rebuild my Avengers Tower. I built a 5 foot Avengers Tower, but I took it on the road, so it's taken apart. I need to rebuild it, and then I will compare the two. So keep an eye on out. Keep an eye on. Keep an eye out for that because that will be coming um, at some point. All around. And so that's way bigger, and that's why I said it's all depending on it. It really depends on your wording because the heaviest set or the well, so there's a difference between a set and a mock. So there's variables there. And that's why I was like, I want to make sure I had the wording correct. Walk away. Take your body today. Have to live to walk away. Look up. Down, but I don't mind. Just wanna rock your girl. Could you show me the whole Lego city again? Yes. Mm-hmm. So you can actually, in the middle of the room, right there at the table, is the Avengers Tower. And then it's a little hard. I can go over there. So over here, so here's the Avengers Tower. Now, this is not my build. This is the set. Here is the Avengers Tower that came from the set. Okay? And then this build right here, which is a little hard to see, you can't really see it. You can see the top of it, but this is my Grand Boutique Hotel, and this is currently my heaviest set at about 50 pounds. So it would be 5 times what it would be roughly 5 times the size or weight of the bin of Lego that you said you had. Okay, so that is the heaviest because that has full detail, and that's the Grand Boutique Hotel, and that also is on. I have a video on all of the details, and that you're gonna really want to pay attention to because it's not even done yet. I still have to finish it, but that build right there has yet to be finished, but it has full interior details. So as far as the tallest build right now that is currently built would be my Daily Bugle, and I combined 2 of the sets. So that, because of the top part, that's the tallest. However, I have built it's like 4.5 feet tall version of this, which is like to here. My here, something like that. So I will be taking a look at that. But those are my kind of tallest buildings right now. Hope that helps. Something magical in the air is in my blood. Oh my god, that's huge. Could you show me the okay. Yeah. So I mean it's I can't see the monitor to show you what I'm showing you from over there. But that basically kind of gives you an idea of that. Um, so now, here's the thing. Now, I need to work on the top section. So if I go back to the other view, the hotel is more than a quarter of your size. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by quarter of your size. It's about 55 pounds, but again, I'm not finished with it. Um, and if you're talking about a quarter of my size, um, I wish I was 200 pounds. I'm closer to like 330. So I'm not a small dude. Okay, so so this is what we're looking at right now as far as what the build is going to look like. Now I have the task of expanding this all the way to the edge, and then I will probably have to modify the floor to match the stairs. I'm feeling it on my body, come on. So I have a little, not in a bad way. I'm just not sure what your meaning as far as size. And no, I fully know and understand I'm a big dude. Like so I'm not offended if somebody's like, "Dude, you're fat." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. What of it?" couple years ago, I was this big and I dropped a ton of weight, and I do plan on doing it again sometime. It's just a matter of getting down and doing it. I need to get my weight down, but I will. It just takes time. Oh, 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 oh. I mean, on camera, it looks almost half the size of your body. So, if you're talking about, like, okay, from here, hold on. If you're talking about, like, my torso, like, right, like this way by this way, it is bigger than that. It is bigger than that. Right stuff, baby. The way you turn me on. But the cameras distort. These ones don't a whole lot. I tried to get ones that really didn't distort. All that I needed was you. But yes, as they say, cameras add 10 pounds. They do. They do, because they do make you look a little bigger than you are. Oh. The right stuff. So, Reggie, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? When you talk with the right stuff. So in the camera, the hotel looked half the size of your body when you were standing there next to the hotel. And so the camera was so far that it looks a little distorted. Yeah. But I actually didn't stand next to the hotel. I was standing next to the Avengers Tower. The hotel was on the other side. The hotel is way bigger as far as, because Avengers Tower is one base plate. The hotel is 4. It's 2 base plates by 2 base plates. So if I go back to my city view, to clarify, this is the Avengers Tower. Okay, the blue building is the Avengers Tower. I could probably pull it out. My Grand Hotel, my Grand Boutique Hotel, is this. So yes, torso wise, it is shoulder to shoulder. This is my biggest build as far as especially heaviest and most likely most expensive. But so there's a difference between this build and this build. So this is the Avengers Tower. This is my hotel. And yeah, if I know my camera's here, but I mean if I was to stand shoulder to shoulder, it is the length of my shoulders, of my torso. And then it comes right here at my waist and goes up to, well, I mean, if you count the top here, it comes to my neck. So it is kind of the size of my torso. It's a big boy. It's not light. Okay, that's exactly what you meant. All right, cool. All right, so okay. But yeah, so and the bad part about it is I'm actually contemplating dismantling the hotel because it's so big, but not necessarily anytime soon. And the reason why is because it's gotten so big. Um, it's kind of unmanageable. But we'll see. No, 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 no. You're good, Reggie. You're good. I didn't take offense to it by any means, but I didn't mean to comment on your body size on purpose. But to myself, as a comparison between your body and the whole hotel, as or so that I could get a better understanding of the size of the. Yeah, no, no, no. Don't. You're good, man. You're good. Comes in. You are good. You are good, my friend. Okay, so that's gonna go there, but it's gonna be over more. So I'm gonna pan this back. Ooh, wait. That's too tight. Did you ever tell me how, by any chance, Reggie, what are you a girl or a guy? And then how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Uptown girl, uptown girl. But again, I didn't take any kind of offense. You're all good, my friend. Uptown girl, uptown girl. Oh, I need to put um jumpers that I will. Fuck. Okay. So that is too tight. But yeah, you're all good, man. I'm a boy, and let's say I'm old enough to use this application. Okay, um, so as an FYI, okay, for Twitch, I think you have to be 13, okay, which is cool. Just keep in mind, I do cuss from time to time. Sometimes we'll discuss adult topics, so please understand if you are under 18, um, those things might happen. So it's viewer discretion is advised. I don't want to get pissed and start cussing, and then your parents come in and Reggie, what are you listening to? How dare you listen to something that like that? I don't want you to get in trouble, man. I don't want you to get in trouble. Yes, I'm over 13. Cool. Rock your body. Body. Rock your body right. Back streets, back on. Alright, so where are we at? It's still kind of high. Back again. Fucking spider. Ah. Am I the only one? Everything you need, you better rock your body now. Okay. Alright, I think that's where... Only one. Homosexual. Okay, if I do that... Perfect! Wah, 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 wah. May do one more just for giggles. And then for support, I'm going to rock out one on the bottom. Okay. I feel like my parents would be happy if I finally found something smart to do instead of just playing games. In other words, watching Lego streamers. Plus, I'm old enough that my parents don't care what I do anymore. Gotcha. Well, as a parent, I have two daughters. One is starting high school next year. The other is in junior high. They're both in junior high technically right now, but one will be starting high school next year. Um, and the other is still going to be in junior high. Um, as a parent, basically as a parent of a 14 and a 13-year-old, or a 14 and a 12-year-old, trust me, they care. Okay? I obviously don't know your parents or anything like that, but trust me, they care. They do care. They are watching more than you think, and not just for the bad stuff. They're paying attention to the good stuff too. All right, so that's essentially what we got. I got to get going because me and my daughters have to get lunch, and then we have to finish up some stuff in the garden. But that is so. This is going to go away. Okay, but essentially that's what this is going to look like, or that's what this is looking like right here. So I'm not. I'm gonna have to expand this just so that it goes to here. But yeah. Um, so a couple of swear words. Show the inside of the second floor. Well, yeah. So the inside of the second floor is done, but that is based on what the set looks like, or the set is. Hey, Nathan! How's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. How's life, love, and everything in between, man? I'm actually just about to to log off. We're finishing up the garden. Um, you are. It's it's sad to see you go, man. I mean, it sucks that um I mean I'm assuming that you had to leave for work, but but hopefully it's for good things and looked great. Love it. Will rewatch. Thank you. So to give you kind of a spoiler, this is essentially what we've got here. So I'm turning the family reunion celebration into basically a Chinatown. So there's going to be a building here. This is going to be the walkway, and then I need to move this back. And then I'm going to put in another. I have this already set up, and this is going to be here, and I'm going to do the same. So there's going to be more building here. Will there be a third floor? Maybe. Well, so as of right now, there already is. This is the roof. This is the roof, the seating area. So it goes like this technically. So that's. I know the camera isn't high enough to see all of it, but essentially this is the roof. This is down right now, but this goes up here. So that's kind of where we're at. This is the first floor is pretty much done. The second floor here is I just have to expand it, and then there's going to be the third floor. on the next building, on this building over here, I might do a third floor. I'm not exactly sure. Just to give it some size variance. So we will see how it goes. So all right, guys, I'm gonna head out. So again, my live stream schedule is Sunday 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wednesday 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Friday 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to watch me and hang out with me again this Sunday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which in Finland is about 9 a.m. in the morning on Monday, though. That'd be Monday for you, I believe. Come hang out. Relax, and because we're a 12-hour difference. So if Reggie, if you want to come hang out, Brian, or sorry, Nathan, if you want to come hang out, you're 2 hours, I believe, ahead of me. So it'd be 11 p.m. So it might be too late for you on Sunday, but 11 a.m. Monday and or Friday and or Wednesday and Friday next week. It was cool to get to know you. Thanks for the wonderful stream. I promise to watch in the future. Well, I appreciate that. It really does mean a lot. I can't say that enough. So I'm going to go ahead and head out. Thanks for watching, guys. Really do appreciate all the love and support. It really, really does mean a lot to me. And we'll see you next time on 36 Bricks.